Sam and Ammon here talking knots. So I want to talk with you today about the crazy Alberto. Now I use this knot for my trolling rods, and the reason I use it is it's really great for various line sizes. Some knots, like the FG knot in particular, I have found can be hard with smaller bumper lines. And with kokanee, I'm only using a 10-pound monofilament. It's not very rigid, it has a lot of flex, and some of the knots out there have a tendency to burn the line or kink it, and I don't trust that. So if I tie that knot and I see that damage, I'm either looking to retie it or use a different knot. The Crazy Alberto, I've never had that happen. This knot actually has never failed on me. I've had snapped line, but it's never failed at the knot. So first step is you're going to make a loop. I kind of pull on that just a tiny bit because the mono gets that memory and it makes almost like a point. And then you're going to have that. You take your braid, which is this 20-pound reaction tackle braid, and I've had great luck with this. It's a really affordable braid. You can buy it on like walmart.com, and it's a blue 20-pound, real small. And once you go through there, so through that line, I pinch where they come together, like so. And then I'm going to do 7 to 9 wraps, and you're just going to go, I always, if I'm kind of looking at it this way, go clockwise, but so I'm going to go under, over, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then hopefully you can see kind of those nice even wraps going down it. Then I'm going to switch, and I'm going to let go of here, especially I'm going to try to keep it visible, and I'm going to grab that last wrap on the end here. And that's so I can go in this other direction. So I'm going to keep wrapping the same direction around. So under and then over. And then I'm going to work back down, kind of doing the exact same thing in the opposite direction. The reason I grab it here is so that I can put tension on that as I'm wrapping and not pull all the wraps down together. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, and you're trying to just have kind of the same spacing and even wraps going down. We're going to do just one more, and then you're going to go back down through that loop. If I can, hopefully that's showing you, back down through, so that the braid is essentially, both of them are going back or through it in the same direction. Then you're simply just going to grab your line and give it a solid tug. It cinches down super easy. I always, especially the braid side, I always give that a solid tug. The monofilament, really, it doesn't matter which one you're pulling on, but so just make sure those are good and tight. Now, advantages and disadvantages. I went slow tying that knot, and I was kind of had different hand posture as I'm trying to keep it in film, but I can tie that knot really quick. I can tie it in the dark, simply by feel or with minimal light. It's quick, it's easy. Hopefully you can see that monofilament has no burn or damage to it. It just, and you know, this monofilament, it's soft, it's pliable, it's not real big, 10-pound, and it's no problem. Really great. Now, disadvantages. You can see here that tag end of that monofilament is heading back in the opposite direction, which means that is going to have to go through the eyelets. So I'm not going to clip it here, but so if this was an eyelet, it's coming down, and it is a potential catch point. So I don't use this with my casting rods, just trolling rods. Now you can clip it very close, and I've never had it fail. In fact, I didn't clip that all that close. I can clip it closer. But with my trolling rods, having that little tiny tag end is no problem. If it kind of catches on an eyelet, it just works its way through. But when you're casting, the last thing you want to do is have that, you know, kind of banging on the eyelets and feel like it's messing up your cast. And so I don't use it for my casting, any rod that I'm going to cast with, just my trolling rods. But there we go. It's a great knot for trolling, mono to braid, quick, easy, and effective. hasn't let me down. Let me know if there's any other knots you're interested in, any other applications you're interested. And thanks for watching. We'll catch you later, and fish on.